had to tell someone. He put it into perspective.
What did he say?
He said at least he wasn't 36.
And that made you feel better?
And he also said that most of them were college guys I've never even seen or met before.
The ostrich syndrome if you don't see
It isn't there, yes.
Thank you for being rational.
Thank you for the lasagna.
So I just wanted to get, I asked Madeline the same questions. First, your reaction on the 1994 screenplay when you first auditioned for Clerks, when you first read it and got an idea of the character. What was your initial reaction?
Well, I didn't get to read the script to audition. We just did our own monologues for auditioning. Then Kevin called me in for a callback, and the scene that he picked for me to do a reading again for the callback was the independent contractor scene of Star Wars. Didn't know what the script was about. Could have been auditioning for porn for all I knew, you know, although porn is not as well written as this.
2022.
Yeah, and so when I then finally got the script and got to read it, I thought it was hilarious. I remember I was living in a house with a bunch of roommates off campus in Rutgers University up in New Brunswick, and I would come down. This was during the time when the NBA Finals were going on and the Knicks were in the playoffs rather, and I would come down to say, "Oh, yo, go." Yeah, you got to listen to this line. They're like, "Shut up, man. Ewan's at the foul line." I'm like, he's going to miss. Listen to this joke. And so I enjoyed it. The ending, the original ending where Dante, spoiler alert, gets shot, I didn't like from that very beginning. And I even said that, but he's like, no. And Kevin explained how he wants to have a serious ending due to the fact that he has to have some sort of meaning to this. So.
Well, I think they're changing the ending to what it is now is a good idea because at that time, a lot of those independent movies had the main character die, so that was like par for the course with independent films. So you guys kind of broke that norm.
Right.
Now, just a question, like going into it, like working with your co-stars, like relationship with Jeff Anderson, relationship with Marilyn. How was working with them?
Well, I had worked with Marilyn Gigliotti before. We had done a play before. As a matter of fact, the monologue I did for my audition was from a play called Wait Until Dark, which I played opposite her in that. As far as Jeff was, when I didn't meet him until we started rehearsing, which we rehearsed a month before shooting at night after Kevin was done with his shift at the Quick Stop. We'd go over to the video store and go through different scenes and reading different scenes and stuff. The chemistry was really weird because we immediately took to each other incredibly well. We bounced off, especially the rhythm of how Kevin likes his dialogue read, I think went really well for both of us and has been like that ever since. There's been years of gaps where we don't get in touch with each other and Kevin brings us in for, let's say, the cartoon series or Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, these different appearances of Dante and Randall. Pick it right up. As a matter of fact, this past August when we were filming, we got into rehearsals first and then started filming Clerks 3. It was like getting on another bicycle again, that we were fine, just a little oil on the chain and we're back to running it at full speed again, which is enjoyable. And I really look forward to seeing what the fans will think when the movie comes out. I've been told that's as of this airing, June is the alleged release date of Clerks 3. Can't wait to see what the fans think.
So the question, following up the original question, what was your reaction to the Clerks 3 screenplay for the first time?
Oh.
How much did you know going in before you agreed to come back?
Well, Kevin had a first draft of a Clerks 3 script about 4 years ago or 5 years ago that we read that Jeff was not fully convinced to be a part of. And so that script we then read years later for a charity event for a fundraiser for the First Avenue Playhouse. It was a ticketed event, 2 nights of reading this screenplay with different people playing different roles. Marilyn Gigliotti came back, Diana Devlin, and a few others came in to read the script. And so it went really well, and it was a very darker kind of script. So when approaching it again, and after Kevin had his heart attack, he approached the new cut or the new draft of this script with a different angle on it. Kevin's talked about this on social media before about, the script is loosely based that Randall has a heart attack and decides, oh my God, I haven't done anything with my life. All I am is an owner of a convenience store. I should be, I'm always watching films. Why can't I just make a film? Yeah. And it's so funny and cute that he makes a de facto version of Clerks of a film. So that being said, it was really weird. It was like a time machine that you're in this kind of time loop of an alternate universe. And it's funny because, the Loki show came out with these variant timelines and stuff. I'm like, this is kind of like a variant in a weird way, but in general, I think the fan base who love the original especially are gonna just absolutely embrace this new one.
And last question for tonight.
Sure.
What does the future hold for your characters potentially in the Kevin Smith Music Universe? And then what do you have coming up? Anything that you want to plug, promote of your own personal work coming up?
Sure. As far as the future after the Clerks 3 script, we'll see what happens. We'll see what the reaction is by the fan base reaction. And then as far as what I have coming up, I have a few projects that are in the works. There's things that came out during the pandemic that were released. One, a great film called Right Before Your Eyes about a man struggling with alcoholism, and his friends getting him out of that. And then another one is a film that Jay
Right. I've seen this one.
Jay did this
Excellent movie, yeah.
Madness in the Method. This is Jay's directorial debut. That was a lot of fun, and tons of people, including Kevin and Vinnie Jones, and
That's still available on Amazon.
that's still available on Amazon. I mean, here at the cons, I sell to the DVD copies and stuff and the Blu-rays. But that's another one, and then there's two other films I'm in talks with to work out for 2023 and 2024. Well, I've been coming to the Rhode Island ComicCon for many years now. I think this is my 6th time here, and the thing about it, the organization is really great to work with. You know, the alternate entertainment people are always really great to work with. Steve and his staff are awesome, but also the city of Providence in general. It's such a wonderful city. You know, you can go to Fox Point and get some really great, you know, restaurants out there and arts and artisan kind of stores to find individual kind of things. But downtown is really great to do things. And this facility is really a great facility to have a show of this size to be a part of. The Omni Hotel that's connected directly to this has been very wonderful in housing all of us annoying celebrities. But the people turn out, man. All of New England turns out, especially for this show. But we get people from Maryland and the Carolinas and people out from Chicago I met this weekend and stuff like that. So, you know, the history and the reputation of the show has traveled beyond just the Providence area, which is great to see. And it's good to be back after such a long pause. I mean, we are in the business of mass gatherings. So this business got hit hard, especially those independent artists that are down on the exhibition floor and these individual vendors who that's how they make their living. I felt bad. Yes, you can sell things online, but it's not this community, you know. You don't get to cosplay and get to enjoy things like that, and that's the kind of thing as I turned her, yeah. So it's that type of thing, and as a fan of other guests as well, that's why I love coming out as well.